Jury in Bill Cosby's sexual assault trial is deliberating his fate right now. Andrea Constand accused Cosby of sexually assaulting her at his home after giving her 3 pills, which left her unable to move. So far in the deliberations, the jury has reviewed Cosby's past testimony and a deposition with police. Jericka Duncan has been following this case. She joins us from Norristown, Pennsylvania. Jericka, what's the latest?
Well, this morning, the judge read some of those statements from that deposition. Specifically, the jurors had questions about the comment that Bill Cosby made saying, "I have 3 friends to make you relax." They wanted the whole context of that statement, and the judge spent about 30 to 40 minutes reading that. One of those statements that I think stood out to some of those jurors, just looking at their facial expressions when it was read, was when the judge quoted the investigators asking to Cosby, "What do you mean when you said romantic interest?" This is a question in reference to the fact that Cosby admitted that he had a romantic interest in Constand the first time he saw her. Well, in response to that question about what do you mean when you said you had romantic interest, Cosby replied and said, "Romance that would lead to steps that would lead to permission or no permission." So again, this is where the jurors are looking for more context as it pertains to statements that were made by Bill Cosby back in 2005 and 2006 from that deposition. Again, though, they had another question before they went to break for lunch, and they wanted the judge to define what it means in court when you say without her knowledge. So remember, there are 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault that Cosby is charged with. One of those counts is digital penetration, victim unconscious, and the third one being victim intoxicated by the defendant. So again, the judge gave the jurors instructions as to what they need to look at to convict him. And now they're coming back and asking the question, without her knowledge, what exactly did that mean? The judge said it's really laid out at this point. This is for you all to talk about. You have the evidence, you have the information, so he sent them back to continue to deliberate. Again, they're breaking right now for lunch. They'll be back to deliberate, and we're waiting to find out and await that verdict. Also, it's important to note, though, that Andrew Wyatt, the spokesperson for Bill Cosby, did come out just before noon, and he said that he felt possibly Bill Cosby has not gotten a fair trial, even though we have no verdict right now. He felt the need to come out and tell the media that he felt like Bill Cosby didn't have a fair trial because of the witness that they wanted present yesterday, and the judge denied it because they said it was hearsay evidence. So Andrew Wyatt, the spokesperson for Cosby, read that statement in its entirety. Basically, it was someone who Andrew Wyatt said was a roommate of Andrea Constand at one point when they traveled on the road while she was at Temple, and she claims that Andrea Constand made a comment about getting money from a celebrity by saying she was drugged and sexually assaulted. That witness, again, though, never took the stand, and Andrew Wyatt coming out earlier today saying that as a result he feels like Bill Cosby did not get a fair trial, even though it is not over yet.
Jericka, any of Cosby's family members have been talked about a lot. Any of his family members there today? And then also, so the jury did deliberate yesterday as well. So what was it, 4 hours last night?
Correct. They deliberated last night from about 5:30 to 9:30. They were tired. They were ready to go home. The judge brought all the reporters in the courtroom, the jurors in the courtroom, and basically said that they would continue deliberations tomorrow, which is today. So really, they've only been deliberating for a couple of hours so far today. You had 4 hours yesterday. As it pertains to family members or friends of Bill Cosby's that have shown up in court today, really it's just his standard team, his defense team, his spokesperson. We did not see Camille Cosby today. We know she was here yesterday, and there was a reference made to her in court by the defense when he said, being Brian McMonigal, this is the defense attorney, he pointed at Camille Cosby and said, "And you deserve better." He was talking about knowing that there was infidelity within that marriage. But we have not seen any of Cosby's family members or friends actually today here.
All right, Jericka Duncan, thank you very much from Norristown, Pennsylvania.